All right, well, welcome back to Adrian Gaming, and I'm continuing my attempt here at Dead of Night. Now, as we left off, we had gone and we are in the midst of the story of Dr. Bose. And we're up to a point where I need to go to room 216, and we're probably about 80% done his story, but I'm still missing an item, which apparently is a scrapbook. And I need to locate this, and I did a little bit of research to try to set myself up to be more successful here, so it's confession time. A couple things that I will say. First off, the original goal was to make it through this with no more than one hit. I've actually amended that. I want to make it through a full playthrough as a no hit. So that's one of the few achievements I didn't get when I did this originally, and I want to get it now. Having said that, I got hit on my first attempt through, so this is kind of my second round of trying this. But I have to make a confession that I did actually get hit a couple times. Now, what I've done is I've completely restarted the game and then played up to this same point where I left off before my first encounter. So this playthrough that I'm on now, this run that I'm doing as I'm wandering around, I have not been found by Jimmy or hit yet. So continuing from this point, and I'm going to keep trying not to get hit. The one was really, really frustrating because he followed me into a room, and I got a light on in here now. Isn't that interesting? I'm not going in there at the moment, but now the light is on in here. Okay. Now what? Let's just look through this window for a minute. Anyways, he followed me into a room, and I went and hid in the wardrobe. He walked in, he looked around, he did his regular thing, and then, of course, it sounds like he leaves the room, but you're never quite sure if he left or not. I noted that I could hear no talking of him in the hallway, taunting me or anything like that, so I was pretty convinced he was still in the room. But this dragged on, and I probably was in that wardrobe. I kid you not, it had to have been close to a half an hour, almost 30 minutes, maybe 20, 25 minutes, that I was in that wardrobe. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't keep going like this, So I figured, okay, maybe I misjudged something, and I stepped out, and of course he whacked me at the bathroom. So that was the last one, and now this is the playthrough after that. So to try to move around a little more smoothly, because one of the problems I was having was getting kind of turned around and disoriented. I found some maps of the various floors, so I have the maps on standby that I'm looking at right now. I got a map of the second floor, just so when I come in and out of rooms, I know which way to turn and the quickest route to get there to give myself the best chance. And also, I found a little tip on when I get to this point. There was a recommendation that I read online, someone's post, of using the scrying mirror to see, because I'm at the point in the game where I need the scrapbook, and so that's what the game is going to detect. And if I use the scrying mirror, which again I have to do an inside a room, I'm going to go up and I want to start exploring the second floor rooms because I haven't looked for the items in all those rooms yet. But use the scrying mirror and it may tell me where this scrapbook is, because that is the next item that I need. So that's kind of where we're at. Confession made. And I'm going to continue doing this one way or the other. I am going to complete this as a no-hit run, one way or the other. And, hopefully you're in the ride with me. So let's get going. And when I start looking at my rooms on the second floor, I'm going to use the scrying mirror in one of those rooms. See if it gives me a tip off. I think I left him on the first floor. So I'm going to start rooms 201 to 205 and just start exploring. Okay. There's one thing I didn't have. Okay. is already here. Boy, oh boy. I didn't get much chance at that one. So I am in 201, which means when I step out, I'm going to the left. So what I'd like to see is for him to go from this way over there, because I'm going this way. Check out rooms. That's a little more distant, but not distant enough. I really am hoping I can get through the rest of Dr. Bose's story and move on. I think Harvey is next. Still don't remember who Harvey is. Is he... I guess, for some reason I'm thinking he might have been the caretaker of the hotel. Or the handyman or something like that. But he had some connection with them. Possibly even with Jimmy's mother. But I guess if I make it that far, I will at some point. When I make it there, we'll find out the story. Because I honestly can't fully remember. That sounded a little more distant too. Okay, that's distant. I'm going this way. 202. Nope. 203. Aye. Keep holding, I'll find some. That is still distant, so I'm going for it. I might take a breather now. Oh, come on. Give me something. Give me something. The scrapbook could be real nice. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm hearing foot creaking. There you are, sir. Hi diddly ho, neighbor. Now I want to hear distant audio. And then I'll go to that room. Come on. I have to say, a little bit of the anxiety has actually... I've played this enough now. Maybe my feelings have been deadened a little bit. But it's not bothering me as much. Cricket and baseball bats. All right. Oh, okay, this is where... Hold on, I'm going to back up. And let's do this. Come on, give me something to work with here. The heck? Oh, that's Dr. Bose. Okay. That, okay, is a storeroom. It's a storeroom. Oh, can you at least give me a floor? Because we got store... What are you, yawning in the camera? 222. Okay, that was really interesting. Is there a storeroom near 222? Is there? There is a storage room. Whoop. I know you're there. music is what does it. That goes off and his face shows up and I still get goosebumps. But I'm not as anxious as I was. You know what? I think if I can get... If I can get past Dr. Bose here and get to Harvey, then I think the tension will ramp up again because I'm going to be terrified of getting nailed. Okay, so we're waiting for distant audio now. I'm at the end of a corridor. I don't want to say dead end. There's no death here. Okay, that is very distant. Let's see if I can even get back over to room 201. And we're going here. I think he might come in. Yep. Son of a gun! No! No! Hide! Oh, we're gonna do this again. Okay, now I need to hear distant voice before I even come out of this wardrobe. If this is another 25-minute session, I'll just have to edit it and I'll let you know. Okay, I'm stepping out, but I'm ready to turn around and go back in. I want to hear his voice one more time. Okay. That was distant. Can I even make it to 201? Nope. I'm hearing footsteps. Now, I did get one other tip that I saw. Says if you... Yeah, that's getting closer now. But you can hear a metallic sound. It means he's by the elevator, so that gives you some idea of where he's at. But I don't know if you can hear that from all around the floor, or only if you're closer to the elevator. But that last voice was closer. Well, if he goes past, he's hitting a end of a corridor. I won't say it. So he should turn around quickly. Very much closer. Yep, go back quickly. I want to hear one distant audio, and then I'll see if I can even make it to 201. Okay, I lied. Anxiety's building up. Too close. So I want to listen for that metallic sound. Not even sure what it is. Come on. Okay, that's distant enough. I gotta give it a shot. See if we can even make it to 201. I gotta do this slowly. Ooh. Okay, there's chills. There's chills. He's still going to the end of a corridor, so he's got to turn around and come back pretty quick. Yeah. So 222, and then there was an image of storage. Gotta remember that. Jimmy? That was too close. I need more distant. Okay, my next goal is, can I just make it to 206? Okay, that was further away. Was it? Or was he just speaking more softly and it wasn't further away? Horrible for second guessing myself in this. If I go any longer with nothing. That's closer. That sounds closer. Was that the elevator? Okay, maybe that was that sound. Okay, so he's at the elevator. But is he coming this way or moving away? If I hear that and quiet, I'll assume he's gone the other way. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Made it to 206. Another key. Nothing. Come on, give me something here. Okay. So next up, I'm trying to get to 208. 207 is a dark room. So 8, 9, 10, and 11. That's the next chunk that I'm trying to reach. That was the elevator. If I was 206 is like almost right beside the elevator. If I heard the elevator is at 208, I'd feel a lot more confident. That is distant. Facing the door. Okay. Made it to 208. Yes, I already have that. Okay, didn't have that. But now we're heading towards the end of another corridor. Because I won't say it. So check out 9, 10, and 11. Then I need to make it over. Start doing 212 and up. Eventually end up at 222 in the storage that's beside it. And I'm going to start with those two. I believe I'll have to check my inventory in a minute. Once I get into the next room, I'll check my inventory, but I believe I have a storeroom key. Yeah, that's right here. There he is. But that's weird because that would indicate the direction he traveled says that he came from the end of the corridor. But how did he get there? Or I'm backwards again. So I step out facing the door. I'm turning left. No, I'm turning right. Okay, listening for distant audio. Even with a map, I'm still getting turned around. Okay, that's distant enough. I'm going for it. So facing the door, I want to turn right. Go around here. Here's 9. Another key. Nothing. Ah, yes, I had found these previously. I'm always happy to find something, though, because it means that's less searching I have to do later. I'm probably okay to move. That was very faint. So facing the door, I'm going this way. 210. Someone's in there. 211. 210. So one of my friends is in 210. Oh, I didn't have that either. Okay. Why couldn't you have been a scrapbook? Somehow I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe that scrapbook is in the storage room? But then why show me 222? That's why I'm going to check out both. Now I got to go all the way down the corridor. Oh. The only room I do not want to go into is 207. So if I have to duck into 208 even. Other than that, I'm making a beeline for 212. That's been quiet for a while. Oh, yeah. Hurry up and wait. that's very faint, so I'm going to try to move, see if I can even make it to 208. Damn, this control sometimes is very annoying. That's still faint. So facing the door, I want to turn left. Were there some mannequins in that image? Wind is also just gets to you. That's still faint. Okay, I'm going for it. So facing 212, and I'm going to go to the right to 214. So now I want to go straight across the hall there. Then we turn the corner. We hit 216. The very end of the corridor down there is 222. Oh, I know you're close. Need to go across the hallway. Think I heard a footstep. Floors creaking. That's still too close for comfort. Yep. Keep going. And he can keep going, because that literally, this whole area does a big loop. So, give me one shot of slightly more distant audio, and I'm making a break for that one. He's going back. Why don't you look in that peephole? I still want to hear one shot of more distant audio. That is distant, but not distant enough. I'm just too paranoid. Okay, I think I heard the elevator. No. Oh, I was thinking of going. I just have to play the cowardly route here. Is that a dead end? Oh, I said it! No! I gotta try. Storeroom. Maybe I didn't have the storeroom. Well, I do now. Ah! I'm hearing footfalls. Facing the door. I want to turn left. Okay, that was distant enough. I'm going for it. Crossbow, all right. That's too close. Yes, can I help you? Need to call Orkin. Pest control. Jimmy is being a pest. Okay, I want to quickly look at my inventory here. So, floor 3 stairs, storeroom. Do I have another one? I can't. 206, 204. $309. See that? Yeah, storeroom, but this one's in brackets. Okay. What I don't have are the keys to floor 2. Okay. So, anyways, I'm coming out of here. I don't have a peephole, but I can still hear him. Okay, so I can only turn one direction. Can I leave this side? Not sure if I'm hearing him. I need to know. I don't have a peephole, but I need to know I can still hear and use that. So I can hear him. Another one for storeroom. Okay. Yes, the anxiety's building. I was mistaken. So next I want to head out of here and go down to 219. I think that's another storeroom. Yes, Jimmy. You look like you need a vacation, sir. Can I suggest Key Largo? Just somewhere far away from here. If I step out and facing the door, I want to turn left. I'm sweeping the rooms. At least I'm getting through them. Interesting. Heater marked dangerous. I don't remember seeing that. It's all good though. Less stuff that I have to look for later. So now I'm going to step out of here and I'm going to turn left again. But then I want to go down to the right. That's far enough away. I'm going to give it a shot. Facing it, I'm turning left. And I want to go to the right. Floors 2, yes. That's a biggie. That was somewhat distant. Okay, so now coming out of here, I am in 221. So I want to turn left. Facing the door, I want to turn left. Giving myself mental cues here. Because I'm also trying to think about what is I'm looking for, where am I trying to get to. Next room I'm shooting for is 222 here. But somewhere nearby there's a storage room. I might have even walked past it. But before I try the storage room, I want to see if I can get into 222 and 223. I know that eventually I want to go to 216 to continue Dr. Bose's story, but I got to find that scrapbook first. Oh, with any luck, the scrapbook is in 222. That's a period of time without any sound. Okay, I think that was the elevator. No, or that was a footfall. Okay, so I'm not getting the right sound. That's not the elevator. Or I'm hearing the wrong thing. Because I'm now far enough away from the elevator, I shouldn't be hearing him that clearly. But if he comes this way, he's going to the end of a corridor again, which means he should turn around quickly and go the other way. Or he turned right instead of left would bring him over here, right would take him the other way. Was that him? Oh, that was too short and I couldn't tell. Yes, I know the feeling, Maya. Okay, that's faint enough. I'm going. Facing, I want to turn to the left. So this was the one that came up in the scrying mirror vision thing. Yes! Yes! Okay. Okay, now I need to get to 216. And do I get something out of here? Nope. But I got the scrapbook. Yes. That's the first time since all of these misfires that I've had the scrapbook. I still want to check out 223. Since I'm down here, I may as well look. Because there are other items I'm going to need. Yes, I have the scrapbook. I need some distant audio. I am checking out 223. Oh, that is far away. Okay. And then I'm making my way over to 216. Okay. So, pictures. Huh. Now, this is the fun part because I'm coming from a end of another corridor. So I can't turn around. Oh, I heard something. Sounds like I'm hearing footsteps. Once again, you pretty much, it's a must to play this with headphones. There he is. Now I'm listening for distant audio. And attempting to make my way to 216. Because if I can make it past 216, then I go to the ground floor and the basement. So in both those places, Jimmy's not there. We're good. So this is it. If I can get to 216, then I have to get to the elevator. Or the stairs. But the stairs are right beside the elevator, so same difference. Okay, that's more distant. Can I even make it up a couple of rooms? Maybe not all the way down. You know what? I'm taking a break for a second here. I think I might even go to the first floor here. Lure him down there. I'm hearing sounds. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So when I come out of the room, I'm going to turn What? No. I'm hearing voices. Is that like a TV show? Yeah, that sounds like a TV or something going. Oh, that's great. Is Jimmy finally taking a break? Watching the latest episode of Big Brother? But now I have to sift out that voice from his voice. Okay, that's not creepy at all. There may not be any wind here, but now I get to listen to some haunted TV. Elevator. Jimmy. Well, if I see him go past me here, he's once again going to the end of a corridor. So I need to wait. You. Do you hear that TV, Jimmy? Could you go turn it off? I didn't go. Once again, going to the end of the corridor, so let's turn around and see him come back. Jimmy. We keep meeting each other like this. Through a little peephole. Hi. Hey, sup? Okay, I really need to get back to the second floor here. Okay, that is faint enough. I'm gonna try. Apparently that TV is over there to my left. Woo! Okay, here we go. I'm making a beeline for 216. Can I make a beeline for 216 without getting lost? So I want to go this way, and then I want to go all the way down here. And I want to go this way. What's this? 214. 260.
You can't get away from me that easily, Jimmy. I think we should start again, don't you? Why don't you do what I ask you to do this time? That would be a good start, wouldn't it?
I think Dr. Bose is losing it here. Okay, well, there we go. I've already looked there.
Is it Dr. Bose?
Yes, I'm Dr. Bose.
I saw you sitting on a bed talking to Jimmy. What were you doing?
I thought when he realized he'd been caught lying, he'd start to engage with me and do what I asked. Instead, he just made up another lie. Only this one was much worse. The worst.
The worst. So this clearly is where the scrapbook comes in, so I gotta ask him.
I saw a scrapbook. with newspaper articles in it. Who made it?
Jimmy made it. It was a warning. I should have seen it coming.
Okay.
You said Jimmy made up another lie about you. A much worse lie. Does that have something to do with what you said about the scrapbook?
Jimmy accused me of the worst crime possible. He took it from a newspaper story he'd read. He was making it all up.
Oh, that looks like police sirens. Okay, hold on. So now we've communicated. Let's turn that off. But I want to go back in here. Can I look at this a little closer? Should have looked at it when it was in the drawer. Well, you can all rewind and pause the video. I blew it. So it has to... I think, yeah, some... Well, we can guess what very, very inappropriate accusation he might have made. So now, all I need to do is make it to the elevator. When I step out of the room, I just want to keep going right. Gotta make it to the elevator. Now I'm tense. I'm so close to wrapping this portion up. I know I haven't heard anything. I just can't chance it. There he is. Not super close, but... if I can even make it down to 212. Then 206, then I can get back to the elevator. If I have to. That sounded a bit closer. And I think I'm hearing footfalls. Footsteps. Yes. Was that him distant? I can't tell over the wind. Okay, that is. That is. So let's give this a shot. Can I even make it to 212? All I want to do is go right, right, right. 212? No, I don't want to chance it. I don't want to chance it. Ooh! Glad I did that. Yeah. I wish you didn't. I am 2 turns away from the elevator. So I want to turn to my left. And then go to the right. Stepping out of here, I want to turn... Yes! I want to turn to my left, and then I'm taking 2 rights, and that should get me back to the elevator. I need to hear that distant audio this time. Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. Next goal is ground floor. Okay, I heard that. So we're turning left to face left and taking 2 rights. Oh, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Yeah, I'm going for it. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there and push the button. Ah! Oh! Oh! Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, what am I doing here? Other than hearing loud knocking. This is a haunting. That is coming from over here.
It's the police, Mr. Bose. I need you to go behind stage guys. You open the door.
Oh, not good. Not good at all. Okay.
Is it Dr. Bose?
I'm Dr. Bose.
I saw you upset and heard the police banging on the door. What was going on?
Rose reported me. I knew they'd strike me off. I had no career, no future. I decided to take control once and for all.
Okay. Well, that connects to a certain item over here. I did ask him about that, so let's put these together.
When you said you decided to take control once and for all, does that have anything to do with what you said about the washing line and rolling pin?
I experimented with the washing line, but it was too thin. I found some rope instead. I still had my keys to the hotel, so I crept in one night while I was on bail.
Basement. Yep. All right. Well, let's bring this to a close. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. I'm going to do this real quick so I'm ready for the next rounds. No, you know what? I don't have the bravery. I was just going to unlock the door, but it's going to put me on the floor. Although, you know what I could do? Because I know I left him on the second floor. I will go unlock this one. Since I know I have the key. Okay. Oh, wait. Door unlocked. Okay, so I don't have to be brave. I can chicken out and still do it. Or not. I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't actually. This should conclude it. I do believe this is the final piece of the story for Dr. Bose. We got a flickering light. That one got me. With the elevator? Oh no. Ay, ay, ay.
Is it Dr. Bose?
Yes, I'm Dr. Bose.
I saw you tying a rope around your neck. You killed yourself. Why?
I'd had enough. There was no going back. My life was over anyway.
Sort of false accusation. Interesting. Oh, we're in the ballroom now? Yes! I finally made it! Okay. Well, I am going to conclude the video there. And we will pick up next time, I guess, beginning the story of Harvey. I'm going to assume that this is going to take us to the 3rd floor to begin. Although, kind of interesting, I saw the ballroom. So maybe I'll go to the ballroom and stop the video there. But we have successfully completed Dr. Bose's story. Another tragic story, almost as tragic as the poor 10-year-old Amy. Yeah. Shades of the Overlook. There's a flickering light. Is there something that... No. Nope. 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 Not ready for that. Get me out of here. Still locked. Oh! Alright. On that note, gonna wrap it up there. So thanks everyone for watching. When I continue in the next part, we will begin the story of Harvey. And I still got to figure out who he is. I think he's a caretaker, but we'll see if we can find out. Until then, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.